So I'm at my last doctor's appointment before my scheduled C-section, and I feel like crap. My lips are dry, my face feels dry, I feel sick. Everything I eat makes me sick. I can't sleep at night, not to mention like going to the restroom all the time. My mouth constantly feels dry. At this point, I'm just over it. Like, I'm so over it. So, they got me hooked up on the monitor. Next week, I go Tuesday for my pre-op instructions at the hospital. And then Wednesday is baby day. Yeah, I'm gonna be a nervous wreck. I've never had a C-section, so it's my first C-section, and yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. So yeah, hopefully blood pressure was good. I'm 197. I weigh 197, and my blood pressure was 129 over 84. I think you said. We're all good with that. Just checking in. So let's go ahead and talk about all the things that I discussed about my pregnancy in today's prenatal appointment, which is my last prenatal appointment for this pregnancy. So it's kind of bittersweet. I really like my doctor and my nurse. Although there were some humps and lumps in the beginning, it definitely turned out as good as it could possibly go. So the main most important detail is that it is confirmed that I will be having a scheduled C-section on June 19th, so Juneteenth, because baby B is transverse, so he's laying horizontal and not vertical. I know there is procedures where they will try to rotate the baby to put the baby head down in the right position, but for some reason my anatomy, along with the amount of amniotic fluid and the fact that I am hypertensive, it's just a lot of things that is going on with me physically that I guess it's making that procedure not safe, especially right now, because they can't really turn B because A is already head down, and it's just I'm just small. I have a small torso, so that's what I'm like, physically there's the procedure is not that. It's a little more difficult versus it being a singleton pregnancy. So yes, most important detail out of today's visit is that I will have a scheduled C-section on June 19th, and June 18th, which is a Tuesday, I have to go to the hospital to do pre-op instructions, lab tests, and go sign consent forms and paperwork, and basically so they could tell me when to stop eating for the day, give me some special soap to wash my body, and what time I need to arrive at the hospital. And so I'm just kind of like, I've never been admitted to a hospital like this. My first two pregnancies, I've always naturally just went to work, came home, water broke, of course, after taking a shower, lay down, fresh clothes, water breaks. And within 2 hours, I was at the hospital. Third pregnancy, I went into my doctor's appointment and she found proteins in my urine, because you know you have to do a urine sample every time you go to the prenatal appointment, and she didn't like the number of proteins that she found, so she did a membrane sweep. And at that time, I think I was 37, or yeah, I think I just turned 37, 38 weeks. Membrane sweep, and then she submitted me to the labor and delivery. That was a total hot mess because I was not prepared. I went in for my, you know, doctor's appointment, so there was no bags in the car. The kids were still at school. Husband was like an hour away from the area. My mom was at my house, and she had to basically finish packing my bag. It was a total nightmare. So now I feel like I am gonna have like calm anxiety, which I know contradicts each other, but the fact that I know what I'm going into is going to cause me to have anxiety, but it's going to be something calm because my water isn't breaking, hopefully. I don't know, because anything can happen between now and then. But it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot for this to be my 4th pregnancy, and this is my first C-section, and I'm paranoid, and I have kids that are self-sufficient, and you know, their feelings of them being scared and nervous that something's going to happen to me makes me feel like something's going to happen to me, which makes me scared and nervous. And it's a lot of emotions that is going through my head, which is causing my blood pressure to go up and to have anxiety and all this other stuff. So like I said, it's a bittersweet moment. What can I do about it? Nothing but try to relax and take my happy pills. The deets of my medical stats, like I stated earlier, I am 197 today as my weight, 197 pounds, which is a lot, which is probably the reason why I feel like crap, not to mention baby have dropped in the birth canal, which is also making my pelvic floor and the ligaments and everything just don't want to do what my brain is telling it to do. So when I say move, roll over, we're getting up, we're standing, we're doing this, my body is like, no, we're not. No, we're not, ma'am. We need about 5 minutes. On top of that, blood pressure was 129 over 83, which the doctor came in and was just like, your blood pressure was extremely good today. Like, did you do something? And I'm like, no, actually. The only thing I have been doing is basically eating salad with no dressing, because I feel like anything I eat just messes with my blood pressure. On top of that, I am addicted to Chick-fil-A's the fruit parfait with the cookie crumble, because right now I can't do no grains. So like oatmeal, granola, when I tell you it feel like knives when that indigestion comes up, get the cookie crumble. It's so good. I'm like, that's all pretty much I can eat, and drink water and ice, because anything acidic, it messes with my heartburn, my indigestion, or something messes with my blood pressure. So I literally am basically eating like plain Jane food, which is okay. Like today I went to HEB after the whole doctor's appointment, and I bought some salmon, which I know they say you're supposed to stay away from that, but you know what? And see me how I'm having a C-section next week, I'm gonna have some salmon today, because at this point I don't know what to eat. But anywho, that's the point. Blood pressure was good. He was happy. I didn't have to have no lab work done today, which is good. And the heart rates for the babies are perfect. So that is the final conclusion. Your girl here is having her babies next week, June 19th. And Pray for me. Keep me in your blessings. And pray for my family, as they're gonna be scared and nervous, and everything's gonna happen how it should, and it's gonna be okay. It's gonna turn out okay. I have to believe that, because if I don't, I have to manifest that everything's gonna be okay. So that is the update to my last prenatal doctor's appointment for pregnancy number 4.